Welcome to New Hampshire's Business. I'm Fred Kober. I love to go out to eat New Hampshire restaurants, but right now, New Hampshire restaurants are operating with higher costs, trouble getting some employees, and with unpredictable food supplies in some cases. So, the National Restaurant Association is saying the same thing across the country. Here is the quote from them. Approximately 95% of a restaurant's sales dollars go to food, labor, and operating costs, all of which are increasing each month. While wholesale food prices have increased 16.3% in the last 12 months, menu prices have increased only 7.6% in that same period. And then here's another quote. 65% of restaurant operators report not having enough employees to support customer demand. And here are the number of restaurants and food places in New Hampshire, 3,149 with 47,000 employees. So this is big business. Now, with me, they're the owners of popular New Hampshire restaurants, Patrick Gagnon, who is owner of Granite State Steak and Grill in Rochester, who also operates Windjammer's Seafood Restaurant across town, and Luca Paris. Luca is owner of Luca's Mediterranean Cafe in Keene, also president of the Greater Keene Chamber of Commerce. Welcome to you both.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Patrick, you've told me you're having issues with hiring, with food supplies, and higher costs. What are you doing to deal with those issues, especially at this time when inflation is rampant?
Well, unfortunately, we've actually had to start closing 2 days a week. We used to be 7-day-a-week operation, and we've had to scale that back because the people who are willing to work, I'm starting to burn out. We're spending thousands every month on trying to recruit. It's just a slow, ongoing process.
Yeah, have you raised prices at all?
Absolutely. Last year, and I'm going to have to do another menu price increase here very, very shortly.
Yeah. Luca, same question.
Yeah. So what you're having right now is that exactly what's happening with Patrick is happening everywhere. And what we have to do is try to maintain the quality and not raise the prices too much, because how much is someone going to pay for a hamburger or a steak? You know, when burgers start costing $20 each, people start looking at us like we're crazy, but we're just maintaining the level just to keep it place operating. So it's difficult, but we have to find that balance as restaurateurs of how do we take care of our clients, but also keep our team and keep it going.
Yeah. Food supply a problem, Patrick?
Absolutely. I'd say on average, it takes at least 25% longer to do a food order these days. You know, we do it online. So if you have an outage, you're looking for a substitute, or we may even have to go to another vendor to find that similar product.
Yeah. Luca, how about you?
The best thing to do right now with that is to start reducing menus and finding those items you can get more readily and make the other stuff part of the specials or the recommendations, because otherwise you're never going to have a full menu.
Yeah. Have either of you taken advantage of the federal or state funding, such as the governor's $3 million fund to reimburse restaurants for equipment and technology?
I have taken advantage of the Main Street grant, both of the payroll protection programs and the employee retention credit.
Same here. We haven't gotten to the funding for the equipment, but it's a great program that's out there.
My thanks to Patrick Gagnon, owner of Granite State Steak and Grill in Rochester, and Luca Paris, owner of Luca's Mediterranean Cafe in Keene. If you missed part of this interview, a briefing rather, on restaurants in New Hampshire, you can go to WMUR.com, where it will be posted later today and all this week.